Good evening and welcome along to the Current Jobs coverage of the FA Cup third round replay. It's Bristol City against West Ham United as the two teams met back at the beginning of January, on the 7th of January to be precise, at the London Stadium. It was a 1-1 draw on that occasion, which was the last meeting between the two sides. And ironically, it was the last meeting for West Ham. It's their last fixture for West Ham United. Today, missing out from their side was Paquetá, Fornals, Bowen, Alvarez, amongst those who miss out from the team for David Moyes. Tonight there's a few changes as well for Bristol City, potentially to run through to you in just a moment's time. Russ Rennan is your man on the microphone. Today he'll be guiding you through the action alongside debutant on the TC Hub in a live capacity with Ethan Garney. We'll get across to Ethan very shortly for this game and see how he thinks the game will pan out. In just a moment, we'll give you the team news for the game as the teams have emerged onto the tunnel at Ashton Gate. And it's a raucous atmosphere here, a big occasion for the Championship outfit up against the Premier League side at Ashton Gate. We'll look at the two sides for you in just a second as we get ready for kick-off, as we run you through the two sides. Now, starting with Bristol City, we'll see go through the handshakes right now. We can go through the teams for you in just a second as we get ready to see them up on our monitors that we've got here as well to run you through the two sides. Russ Rennan is your man bringing you this commentary this afternoon. Bristol City got some good games coming up. Leeds United coming up here very short at the start of February, so in a few weeks time. But this is the side tonight. It's O'Leary in goal, George Chanazak, Viner, Rob Dickey across the back, Ross McCrory, Joe Williams, Matty James, the captain, and Cameron Pring in midfield, with Taylor Gordon Ickman alongside Conway and Mehmeti in the starting lineup. On the bench for Bristol City is Bacic, Niall Lebel, Aidan Roberts, Jason Knight, Nelson, Cornick, King, Bell and Wells. And Sam Bell had a tough time at Ellen Road earlier on in the season against young Leeds midfielder turn defender in Archery. As for West Ham, a few changes for them since last time out. Fabianski starts in goal as a back of either Panos, Zuma and Creswell. Soufal, Soychek, Ward-Prowse and Emerson are in the midfield, with Ben Rama, Ings and Cornet in the attack. On the bench, Ariola, Anang, Johnson, Ogbonna, and then some youngsters as well. Keelan Casey, Stephen Mumbamba, Callum Marshall and Oliver Scarles. The match referee is Darren England, and I can tell you a bit about Darren England as well. As a Premier League referee who was promoted in August 2020. In December 2021, the PGMOL announced England had been added to the 2022 FIFA list of international match officials. Prior to this, England had been selected as a Select 2 referee since 2017. Prior to this, being a Premier League assistant referee between 2012 and 2015. So far in the season, he has refereed 15 games, 85 yellow cards, 1 second yellow card, 1 stray red, and 7 penalties have been awarded. He last refereed Bristol City in their 2-0 defeat to Cardiff back in October. On the 28th, Cardiff City won 2-0. Rob Dickey and Anis Mehmeti, who start today, were booked for fouls in that game. As for West Ham, he last refereed them in 2022, 30th of December 2022 in the Premier League between the Hammers and Brentford. Brentford won 2-0 with Vladimir Koufal. Soufal booked for a foul there, and Mehmeti and Dickey were also booked for fouls. It's going to be Bristol City to get us off and underway then for this FA Cup time. We'll bring in Ethan in just a second to base also how he reckons this game is going to go. We'll go across to Ethan in just a second or two together. That is Bristol City attacking the goal away to our left-hand side in this first half. West Ham attacking the goal away to our right. And Conway's got this game off and underway, and he's all the way back into the centre-back. Viner to clear long down for looking for Pring. Vladimir Soufal takes the throwing down the line, and here's Maxwell Cornet into the side today, looking to impress David Moyes. And Bristol City just have it across the back as Zach Vanner finds George Tanner, and he can find Ross McCrory, who can lose out, and Bristol City have won the ball back in his back with their goalkeeper Max O'Leary, who can clear long downfield looking towards the run of Mehmeti, who picks up the loose ball inside the centre circle on the right hand side, drops it over to the far side, and Bristol City still have possession. Taylor Gardner Hickman, who can come forward here, drops the ball back, it goes to Zach Viner, the former Rotherham United loanee, and now Rob Dickey can play a long ball forward looking for the run of Mehmeti and Conway, but they can't get on end of it. And this is the first touch for Lucas Fabianski, and it's had a minute and a bit. Let's get the thoughts, see how he thinks this game is going to go. For our match commentator, co-commentator making his TC-Up debut, is Ethan Gardner.
Yeah, good evening, Russ. Good evening, everyone. This will be an interesting one, in my opinion. I mean, having covered the previous meeting between these two for Football Live, Bristol City were very impressive away at the London Stadium against West Ham. They held their own defensively and caught a goal on the counter. Obviously, they haven't made too many changes to their lineup. West Ham have gotten a bit weaker, so it should be an interesting meeting between these two now.
Yes, as here comes Bristol City in possession again with George Tanner, and he makes his ball for Dickey, trying to play it out to that far side, and Bristol City just can't keep the ball in play, and West Ham will have a throw in which will be taken by Emerson, who's playing the left wing back row today. Liam Manning there, the formerly of Oxford United, been in charge a few months now and looking to start to put his own stamp on things. Taylor Gardner Hickman, the first signing on a permanent basis of his reign, as the ball played forward as Zuma's there, and he does well to tied up against Tommy Conway, and Bristol City will look to try and fetch this ball away. Just learning the assistants today from down in England is James Mannering and Alex James, with Stephen Martin the fourth official for this match this evening. As Bristol City have the ball with Zach Viner, and he loses out now. Here is Annie's coming on in that, but fantastic defensive play from Max O'Leary to come out and clear the ball away, and Bristol City almost getting down on the land, and they are in. If Conway can score, he can Conway score here. He can! 3 minutes in and Bristol City have scored. It's a poor mistake by West Ham United. They almost scored down at one end, but down at the other end, Bristol City have opened the scoring, and they lead by a goal to nil. It's had 3 minutes, and it's that man, Tommy Conway, with the goal, Ethan.
It is indeed Conway who scored in the first meeting between these two, and what an error it is from West Ham, and a great goal for Bristol. What a start for the home side here. An upset could potentially be on the cards for us.
Yes, thank you, Ethan. Fantastic. Look at this mistake, Ethan. Fantastic. Look at it. Came from the goalkeeper, clear us long downfield, and Conway just anticipated that back pass, and Fabianski was never going to get there. And a simple tap into an empty goal. The defence had pushed up. Fortunes asleep there, West Ham, and it's not the start David Moyes would have wanted, did it, Ethan?
No, not at all, especially not when you're travelling away to a side who can defend, as we saw at the London Stadium, just like they did. And as you say, it's awful from West Ham. They'll be furious with the mistakes the defence have made. They're supposed to be the Premier League side, and they're supposed to be composed, and just straight away a loose back pass and a high line played, and Conway was in behind. An easy enough finish for him, and no, David Moyes will not be happy at all.
Yes, David Moyes not happy. He would have been happy. Chappie down on the touchline, and he's in the technical area, David Moyes, barking out some instructions, and he's definitely not an happy Chappie right now. And it'd be interesting to see what sort of reaction he gets from his team as they look to get back into this FA Cup tie. The winners of this one will play the winners of tomorrow night's game between Blackpool and Nottingham Forest. As here comes Bristol City again, and it's a fantastic run down the line. It goes, brilliant bit of play there with Mehmeti. Can Mehmeti get into the penalty area? He can. He pulls the ball back, but he's behind everybody. But only as far as Dickey can come forward, and the play's being stopped. Danny Ings is down on the field, and he's walking on his knees here, Danny Ings. And down in England, he's been spoken to by James Ward-Prowse. He thinks this is a free kick for a foul on Danny Ings. And he's possibly quite right there. After the challenge ball went over the top from, just let's see what that one is. It is the number 8, Williams, went over the top and onto his ankle. And Ethan, that could have been a really dangerous one there for Danny Ings.
Yeah, it could have, and we know Danny Ings' history with injuries as well, so they'll want to be especially careful with him. And they've got some weak points right now in the attacking areas, obviously with Bowen out and only Mubama on the bench. It wasn't the best of tackles from the Bristol City player there, and you've just got to hope that Ings is okay and he can carry on for the rest of this game.
Yes, and that's what David Moyes will be hoping for. He's shouting instructions to Maxwell Cornet there. But Maxwell Cornet has not been able to listen to him. He's drinking and behind Kelly. Is he going to be retaken this free kick? I think yes, the free kick will be retaken. The ball was moving, I think, according to Darren England, or it may not have been ready. He wasn't ready, so the ball will be back with Bristol City, and they can get the game back underway. Then with James dropping it back, it goes there well. What a good start to this game. Varner across to Tanner. Bristol City, the Championship side, leading by a goal to nil against the West Ham side of the Premier League. Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. Here they come, and it's down the line. It goes here, Bristol City on the left-hand side, and Mehmeti drops it back to Dickey, who can get it all the way back there to O'Leary, who can clearly looking for Pring, who can't get there. And Bristol City have to get back to do some defending, and Dickey has to come out and defend well, and he can defend from the back. It's still 1-0 Bristol City. If you just joined us, that early goal there from Tommy Conway was a poor mistake by the West Ham defence, and now this could be a poor mistake from the Bristol City defence, and they managed to get it away between them, and Zavana was pushed this behind for a corner, and this is not a good response from West Ham. This is what David Moyes would have wanted from his side, Ethan.
Yes, well, they need to impose themselves at the moment and show that they're a real Premier League side and gain a bit more possession like they've been trying to do here. Bristol City obviously didn't have the particular quality in attack or midfield in the first time these sides met, so hopefully Moyes, I think, will want to exploit that here at Ashton Gate.
Yes, as the corner comes whipping in, but straight into the arms of Max O'Leary. It was a comfortable catch, and a catch which took real ease out of him. He didn't really need to work for that catch there, did O'Leary, as he roses out to Viner to get the ball forward into Taylor Gordon Hickman. So as the ball is played down the line, and there's a good run here from Bristol City, and they can get to Nick and a ball in, and a shot is too near the goalkeeper there from McCoy, the right wing back today. And he acknowledges there was a poor effort, did the right wing back, and that's another chance for Bristol City to potentially go 2-0 up here as they will try and come forward. He will fetch this game to us now as we see Bristol City have to get back in possession. James Ward-Prowse and Aaron Creswell combine. How wide it goes there. Maxwell Corner drops it backwards there. That's a good bit of play from West Ham as Ben Rama will look to try and get forward on every opportunity when he gets the ball. Here comes Anis Mehmeti. Can he take on Mavropanos? He can, with fantastic interception from Ward-Prowse. It goes back there into the path of Maxwell Corner, who can clear it to his Newport County, go 1-0 up against Eastleigh in the FA Cup. The winners of that game will play Manchester United. We'll have that game in the fourth round on the channel with Nicholas Jones, along with some of the other people involved on the channel. We'll have some of the fourth round action. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. If you're just joining us here on the commentary, we're also live on the commentary 2, JB Sports, Storm FM, and also on Twitch as well. Russ P. Vernon _92 is our Twitch channel. You're also live on Focus on Football on YouTube as well, and also JB Sports. Thank you to those as well for listening, and thank you to anybody else who is listening today. It's Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0, as we see Bristol City having the ball at the back with Zach Viner, the defender who was on loan at Rotherham United a couple of seasons, 2 or 3 seasons ago now, and was impressive there. So a few times in action. Bristol City and Conway give away the free kick. It was Pringle gave that away. The free kick, and Dan England pushes them up. There towards Pringle apologised, and pushes them up to the assistant as well. The challenge on Mavropanos was giving us a free kick for us inside Benoit, and now they look to cause a few problems for West Ham in the West Ham attack for Bristol City to try and defend properly. It's even not my corner giving the ball away, and Mehmeti and try and get this ball away. So to give the captain James, he has to go all the way back to Zach Van, and Van can go across to McCrory. McCrory inside to Taylor Gordon Hickman. A bit of plays. West Ham win the ball back though. This time Ben Roma's going forward. Ben Roma edge of the penalty area, left hand side. Still going. Oh, fantastic trickery, but fantastic interception there by Tanner. Pretty out for a throw in Bristol City. And do some defending now. Big force of even on this West Ham attack once it comes to an end here, as we see West Ham coming forward down the far side. With a bit of play. Ben Roma in toward Prowse. He will look to get the ball into the box for him. Now he goes to Zuma into Maverick Pedals inside the centre circle and back into Zuma inside the centre circle. And across now the far side. And West Ham will look to try and come forward. As well, playing inside the West Ham half as well as the left wing back Emerson. Jay Zuma now has possession. He can go across to Mavropanos. And Stoichek gets the ball over the top of the corner. In behind, he's pulled down there. Maxwell corner, is he? Not according to the referee, is the game will continue as Maxwell corner now just steps himself back to his feet. So remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United. And if you just tuned into us here on the commentary, also live on the commentary too. JB Sports, Storm FM. Focus on football on my personal Twitch channel as well, which be there. And _92 is for the places to go and listen. Especially if you're out and about, go and listen to us on Twitch. You can put us in your car as if you're driving around up and down the country, being able to listen to this game today in the FA Cup as Bristol City will come forward now as Nettie can come forward down the left hand side into Campring and we'll look together. Ball forward, it's down the line. It goes, wonderful bit of play. Here it comes. Nettie can get across and he can't. And he's put behind for a goal kick to West Ham United. Good play that, but really should be doing. West Ham chance a few moments ago. They should be doing better than anything really.
Yeah, they should, especially if they're going to be showing their Premier League quality and they want to get through this round. You've also got to say that the team that's starting today should really be getting the job done, because if you look at West Ham's bench, they've got quite a few young players to come on. I'm not sure they'll be able to have the impact David Moyes wants, so they've got to be taking these chances early.
Yes, they do. Danny Ings is trying to close down the goalkeeper O'Leary as West Ham and try and defend really, really well. We'll be keeping match bang up to date with all the other FA Cup ties going off up and down the country this evening. We'll let know who each side will face. If this is a draw tonight, like the reverse fixture was at the London Stadium, we will have extra time and we'll have penalties potentially if we go that far. Myself and Ethan will be able to guide you through that as well. Some other games taking place today. We've already seen a goal in one of the other FA Cup ties. I told you about Eastleigh taking on Newport County. Aaron Wildig with a goal down 3 minutes. There's been a goal in the game in the Premier League affair between Brentford, who are away at Wolves this evening, and it's Brentford who lead by a goal to nil. Nathan Collins on 13 minutes with the goal there. Some game, and also Bolton 1, Luton Town 0 in their FA Cup clash. There's also some other FA Cup games taking place this evening as well, which will keep you bang up to today with us. Birmingham City trail by a goal to against Hull City. Jason Lakilo on 12 minutes there. Dylan Charles with the goal for Bolton Wanderers. As we keep you up to date with all the other FA Cup ties that are happening this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, depending where you are around the world tuning in from. Mavropanos pulled that ball out of play there from Birmingham, the Bristol City throw-in, and poor mistake there from the West Ham defender, who was formerly of Arsenal, scored his first goal for the Hammers against his former club last month. Be interesting to see if he gets any more goals during his time at the London Stadium. As here, Bristol City, and with Mehmeti has to go back to O'Leary. O'Leary plays a long downfield with heads up by Stoichek into the air. Ball played forward from James, and now Bristol City can just pitch it down. Gordon Hickman can drop the ball backwards here now. Bolton Wanderers, as I've just mentioned, leading by a goal to nil against Luton Town. Scorer is Dion Charles with the goal there. Keep up to date with all the other games up across Europe at half time before we take our break for the 15-minute break. We will take it half time as here comes And it's Mehmeti down the line. It goes. Wonderful bit of play from Mehmeti. Can he get the ball in towards the penalty area? He can't. And now Vladimir Sufal racing towards halfway. He will put the ball inside. And Searcher get there for West Ham. He can't. Just James Gibson for Bristol City. Now Mavropanos can get there for West Ham. And now Creswell can come forward. Here's Ben Rama. What can he do here? Ben Rama will look up and find Mavropanos. And Mavropanos will look to come forward here. What can he do here with the ball? He's get the ball for him. West Ham will look to come and get back in defence as Bristol City will to try and catch them out on the counter-attack. That's a fantastic ball from Don Hickman to find the goal scorer Conway, who's attacking the penalty area now. Still going Conway, edge of the box is Mehmeti, and Mehmeti shoots and he's just over there, and a chance for Bristol City to double their lead on 16 minutes, but they couldn't keep the effort down, and that's just over there from the midfielder there, Ethan.
Yes, I mean it's not the best of finishes, but you don't really expect it from the winger, to be honest. He should have kept that down, but they're only looking to double their lead. Really, they've already got, as far as their attack's concerned, the job done now. The question is defending, and Mehmeti won't be too disappointed, I don't think, and neither will the manager Liam Manning there, as long as they can hold on to this lead for the rest of the game. It's West Ham that are going to be forced to try and take better chances.
This is Bristol City, the lead by a goal to if you're just joining us. That Conway goal early on, inside the opening 3 minutes, the difference between the Championship and the Premier League side, and Bristol City giving as good as they've got against their Premier League counterparts. West Ham are trailing as they got possession of Creswell out to Ben Rama. Ben Rama will look forward, will he? Yes, into Danny Ings, and Ings turns well. He gets a striking ball and not far wide from Danny Ings, and that's a decent effort from West Ham. With edging close to their equaliser now, Ethan.
Yes, edging closer, and a striker with the quality of Danny Ings, of course. He doesn't take long to get his iron on goal. That was close. West Ham going to push, going to press. There's plenty of this game left, so they'll take encouragement from that, you think?
Yes, and not far wide, and Danny Ings into the side today, but looking to cause a few headaches for David Moyes on his side, as we'll have to wait and see how this goes, as we see the Bristol City players swarming around as they're trying to come away with possession and keeping hold of the ball, and they do fantastically well there. That's fantastic play there from Joe Williams, who kept hold of the ball expertly well there, as now West Ham have got possession and can try and get Ben Rama away, but they've lost out, and Emerson can't get the ball, but West Ham will have to get back and defend as Conway chases after this ball. Zuma sticks out to boot and clears it to it. Creswell sticks his head on it and ends it back. Fabianski for West Ham to keep hold of possession. Coming up towards 18.5 minutes gone. It's still Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. If we just tune into his ear on the commentary of our partner channels as well. Don't forget, later we'll be asking Ethan for his player of the match, and that will be in the second half. And player of the match is sponsored by the brilliant commentary services run by the fantastic Paris Wayne, a friend of mine and Ethan's, and a really good broadcaster in his own right is good old Barry. I don't think you appreciate me calling him older, but he's older than me. Bolton 1, Luton Town 1 is the score now, with Tai Chong equalising on 15 minutes with the goal there. Luton are back into it in the Premier League side. And the ball is played long, looking for Pring. Can he get on end of this? Pring is chasing after it. And it's behind for a throw-in, which was put behind by Sue Fallon. Bristol City will look to take this throw and look to launch it in towards the penalty area. Can he get in towards the penalty area? Pring can, and he plays the ball in towards James. He clears away to Mehmeti. Mehmeti can drop the ball back, and Bristol City just have possession and will try and go forward here. And they will keep hold of the ball while they can't come forward and make West Ham roll the running. As here comes Ings, who goes down, free kick. They'll give it, as they will try and come forward here now. From West Ham, going forward, it's still foul. Down the line, it goes well in there, it goes backwards to down the line, which we're surprised about, but the option down the line was cut off before he had the ball under control. That's maybe the reason why Ben Rama picks up on that left hand side towards Prowse, and now is Creswell into Zuma, and now into Mavropanos who can push his ball forward. Good spread of the layout wide to Aaron Creswell who can come forward. That's great and wonderful pass into Vladimir Sufa. Good work, this is able to come forward now. Here is corner into Soychek, and now Creswell in the centre circle and across now to Creswell. Creswell plays it to the left hand side, and then Rama was out there. So too was Emerson. Mavropanos has possession and almost getting the ball away of Chelsea. West Ham should say, not against Chelsea. West Ham against Chelsea's matches are always good. And Chelsea's defence have not been as good in West Ham. I think some of this West Ham seem to have been looking at some of the Chelsea defensive plays, but we'll have to wait to see how this game goes as West Ham will try and fetch this ball forward. Can they bring the ball forward? Here's Ward Prowse down the line and goes into the path. Then the free kick foul on Ben Rama. And this is a good time for anyone need to get inside the penalty area, get up from the back, and see if West Ham can test this Bristol City defence, because they've not really been tested as of yet in this game. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United. That's why they were just lined up the wall where it needs to be. 1 man in this ball for Bristol City. Let me just see if they can keep an eye line and defend as well. Ball the team towards the penalty and it comes with Mavropanos who couldn't stick out a boot in time, and it goes behind the goalkeeper. That's another good chance there for West Ham, which has not been taken even.
Yeah, well, you'll expect them to work chance after chance, really. And Mavropanos, as you say, scored his first goal for West Ham not too long ago against Arsenal. Hopefully, he'll be adding a second from a free kick from their perspective tonight. They've got the likes of James Ward-Prowse standing over them to take as well. So they're going to have more dangerous deliveries as the game goes on. You'll expect them to make chances. But the more and more they miss, the more and more frustrated they'll become, you reckon?
Yes, and not only will they be frustrated, but David Moyes will be frustrated as well, won't he? Especially with him setting up his side to go out and attack this Bristol City team.
Yeah, I mean, he set up a side that is fairly attacking tonight. You know, the likes of Ings, Benrahma, Cornet and Ward-Prowse starting. So he'll expect goals to be scored. And as you say, yes, he'll be very frustrated watching his team not take these chances, especially when he sees Bristol, you know, go up the other end and have a particularly easy chance when they tucked away the opening goal of the game through Conway.
Yes, there's been a goal in the game. And Molineux, friend of the channel, Kieran Riley's probably going to watch that one today with Nelson Semedo scoring for Wolves. Kieran is a Wolves fan. But to speak to him the other week on the FA Cup show that we did, where we brought you the fourth round draw. As we just see the ball down the left from West Ham again, trying to get the ball in there. We've got a few problems. Bristol City, the corner now to be taken, whipped in towards the penalty, heads go up, and let's clear it away. Moves back out to the far side. Can they get the ball in here? Is the edge of the penalty? Strike comes in, blocks, flings across, corners in, he can't put it, turn it home. And it's behind for the goal kick, and West Ham living dangerously, living dangerously there, which remains 1-0 to the hosts. Still 1-0 to Bristol City. If you're just tuning into us, as we see the clearance again. And it's out for a throw in now to West Ham as they will try to go forward with the identity for West Ham if they can. They've really lacked the match sharpness so far, even West Ham, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're still, dominating the game as you would expect them to, but something is just missing from them. I don't know whether it's because the Premier League's had its winter break. The last time last time West Ham played, was when these sides last met, whereas Bristol have had a game since then. So maybe it is a lack of match sharpness from West Ham. Maybe they'll start clicking as the game goes on. There's still plenty of time for them, though, for the Hammers here.
Yes, as well. Bristol City will come forward. Can they get the second goal? They can't play on with a ball like that as it's collected by Lucas Fabianski coming up towards 26 minutes on the clock. Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. And for the first time this evening, after the opening 26 minutes or thereabouts now, what have you made to this game so far, Ethan? And who do you think's going to be the happier manager when they look at this game? And I'll actually, when they come to that point in a moment, Ben Rama comes forward, the challenge there by Tanner. What are your thoughts on that question in a moment, Ethan? I'm just going to see if anything happens from this throw as Bristol City still lead by a goal against West Ham United. What can West Ham do now? Here's Ward Prowse. Good play from Ward Prowse into Zuma and Maverick Panos on the right hand side. Midway inside the West Ham half, and he's into the centre circle now. Moves goes to the left hand side and finds Ben Rama. With 1-2 with Emerson. Back to Ben Rama. Now Ward Prowse back into Emerson looking turn. Can he get back out to Ben Rama? He can. Can Ben Rama put the ball in towards the penalty area where it needs to be? And counting this moment in time is now Bristol City will have to try and make their way forward. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. They come forward again. A brilliant play. It's how wide it goes there. Bristol City causing a few problems for West Ham, but West Ham are causing a few problems for them when they can come forward. There's a ball going towards the penalty area from Ben Rama. One way then the other. Back he goes. Ball whipped in. Heads go up. And it's cleared away by Bristol City through the number 6, Matt James, the skipper, back there helping out his defence. Now, Bristol City have got to get back into their shape and cause West Ham a few problems of their own again. So West Ham have started to grow into this game now, and it remains by a goal to 0 to the home side when potentially could have had more. West Ham could have had 2 or 3 as well. As we see an aerial shot of Ashton Gate looking down on the game. Anyone is flying around Bristol this evening, big thank you to you and stay safe. And if you managed to get us on, thank you very much for doing so. Just want to put a disclaimer out there because I know people have asked me, well, they've asked us before in the chat and when we're being live, we're unable to show footage of the game due to copyrights with the television companies that have got the game. However, we've got the brilliant commentary for you this afternoon, this morning, or this evening, depending where you are. As here comes Ben Rama for West Ham. As he comes out to a loose pass. Bristol City. As here comes the ball again. West Ham into side Ben Rama onside. This side Ben Rama still going. Just in one way, then the other up against McRory, who's coming back to help out in the right back area. The ball is headed away and act further clear there by Nemesis. Bristol City can't get any of it as they'll try and come forward. Welcome Bristol City do it if they can hold on to this lead, being very good lead to take into half time against the Hammers. But West Ham have got other ideas. The corner. Can he get the ball in towards the penalty? He can't. It's cleared away. And Bristol City defending well there. Van Vanna coming across. Defend well. And they still lead by a goal to 0, Ethan. And well, if we ask you this question, Ethan, after we'll get to this point in a second, but we need to be thinking about it. Which manager would be the happier of the two? And which players impressed you the most so far from either side as the ball is kindly into the arms of Max O'Leary? So first of all, Ethan, what have you made to the game so far, and how do you see this game going?
Well, I think in answer to your question about which manager will be happier, I mean, Liam Manning, it's hard to deny that if Bristol are ahead, he will be happier. But which manager can be more encouraged? Probably David Moyes. I mean, West Ham are gathering control of this game. Their working chances, surely it's only a matter of time before they score. But in terms of being impressed, I mean, West Ham, you're seeing what they should be playing like, really. So it's hard to be impressed. They are dominating possession and working opportunities. For Bristol, you know, as the game goes on, there's opportunities to impress. Their defence so far has been pretty solid. You know, they've held this lead. We're over half an hour into the game now, and you know they're doing incredibly well to be 1-0 up against the side that really on form are better than them, and in the leagues are much better than them. And don't forget, West Ham, of course, coming into this as European champions last season, Conference League winners. So impressed by Bristol, I think, but happier of the managers, definitely Liam Manning.
Yes, thank you very much there, Ethan. If you agree with Ethan, let us know in the comments. If you disagree with Ethan, let us know in the comments, and let us know what you think would be the happier two of the two managers. Also, wait to let me know as well, if you can, guys. Wait to let me know who else is enjoying the coverage and where you're listening from. I want to know where you are listening from. What are you doing? And what your plans are for the rest of the night. Let us know. You can tweet us if you want to. Punch Live One is a place to tweet, or you can put them in the live comment section here, and I'll read some of those out for you when we get any in. Just to tell you what's coming up on the channel tomorrow, I did mention the winners of our game tonight. We'll play the winners of Blackpool or Nottingham Forest, and I can tell you that we can hear the game as well here on the commentary. I'm joined Paul James, Russ Swinton, and Luke Tatum from 7:35 p.m. tomorrow for your game between Blackpool and Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup third round replay. Here's West Ham. Can they come forward? What can they do with possession as well with Zuma? They should go all the way back to Fabianski. Fabianski to just get there and clear the ball away. Can West Ham get back onto it? They can't. And now West Ham can come forward. And they find noise out for a throw-in to be taken by the left back, who is Pringles, who's mainly playing left wing back. There's Cam Pring. One name Cameron, but a lot of folk around here call him Cam. Well, what I was told ahead of kick-off today. Sticky can find Viner. As Viner will look to fetch his ball forward. Can he pick the ball up? He can't. It's out of play for a throw-in to Bristol City, who can come forward. And I've got a question to ask our listeners very shortly, so Ethan, you can't take part in this, I'm afraid, but you can let me know what your answer will be to this question, which I'm about to put to you in just a second. If I were to ask you guys in a second, if one of these teams were to progress, and one of Eastleigh versus an Ipswich Newport, Ipswich wins, then we'll have to wait to see what happens. But the question I want to know is, who do you see as the first signing for your club this transfer window, if you've not signed anybody just yet? Who do you think is going to be, and when do you think they're going to announce it? West Ham will have to try and get forward with Conway chasing after Lompung route forward. And it remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. And if you're tuned in tonight, you can get involved in the question as well. Half time now is Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Brentford 1 in the FA Cup replay as well. I won't go to the Premier League there, which remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0 as West Ham will try and come forward. What can they do with possessions? They will look to get forward. But Bristol City having to cut out the defence as West Ham do well. Cornet goes down, cleared away by the left centre back in Rob Dickey, who can always tidy up his mess after he's made one. Here's Vladimir Soufal. They got a walk down the line. He can't keep the ball in, and West Ham really struggling to keep hold of the ball now. We're to the final 10 minutes of the first half. Bristol City lead by a goal to nil. And a question for you, again, for you, Ethan, if I were to ask you right now, your thoughts on the first 35 minutes, what would you say to the listeners out there?
Well, I'd say, I mean, apart from the early goal for Bristol, it's gone largely as expected, and very similar to the game at the London Stadium when these two met before, in that West Ham have dominated, but they're failing to make the key chances count. And if they end up going to extra time and penalties, they'll only have themselves to blame because they drew the opening meeting. That's the reason they're here, and they've really got to start taking chances because for all this possession, they haven't really challenged O'Leary in the Bristol goal as much as he should have been, perhaps, and Bristol will be happy. And I think they'll see this as a chance to hold out and cause an upset and get through to the next round.
Yes, and as Ethan was just talking, there is a fantastic bit of play for West Ham United down the left-hand side. Ben Rama with a cutting field, clever back heel into Emerson, ball whipped across. The empty Danny Ings shot just went across the face goal and put behind for a corner. But a good play from West Ham down there, left-hand side, and a good defensive play from Viner just sliding through the pitch. The on as the corner comes in and Max O'Leary claims it, drops it, knocks out of his hands and over the bar in the end for a corner. But either Panos there for me, another ball out to Max O'Leary's hands, then it's into his hands and knocks it out of it and over the top in the end. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0, and here comes Bristol City now. Can they get the ball in towards West Ham from forward? Should I say? As well, switching the play well, and it's a long ball forward, ended away by Vanner. Come across there to tidy up. Vanner checks it down, and then puts his boot through the ball up into the nice sky in the Ashton Gate as Bristol City can get back into shape. Here is Emerson on that far side. And he goes down. Emerson rolling around, gets a free kick there. Taylor Gardner Hickman, he's unhappy that this has been given as a free kick. He's saying he got the ball there, Taylor Gardner Hickman. And let's have a look. I think he just got the ball, but catches him afterwards. I mean, definitely a free kick there. And big shout out to you, Tom. Tom Ralph is listening. He says, massive Hereford fan listening from Bristol. Top stuff, guys. Ethan, extremely knowledgeable. The guy sounds like a natural. And believe it or not, Tom, this is his first time as the co-commentator on the channel, or doing co-commentary on the channel, or a live commentary on any channel as well. So to say it sounds natural already, I think it's going to be a good, confident booster for Ethan. We'll get the thoughts of this next West Ham chance from Ethan after this one comes across. Then is a whipped crossing from James Ward-Prowse. Heads go up, it breaks away, and West Ham challenge for there. It's not behind for a West Ham corner. And this is good pressure from the Hammers, causing Bristol City to make a few errors now as we edge towards half-time. Bristol City leading by a goal to nil, scored after just 3 minutes through Conway. Heads go up and away, comes to Stufel, back into the danger zone, and it bounces over everybody into the arms of the grateful goalkeeper Max O'Leary now as he looks to throw the ball away. Down the line it goes to Pring. Down the line from Pring into a brilliant bit of run from Mehmeti. He's Telford throwing to West Ham United, and Mehmeti wasn't happy that was given against him there as Bristol City still lead by a goal to nil. If you just tune into it here on the commentary, also level commentary to JB Sports and of course Storm FM. If you're tuned in tonight, thank you very much for doing so. We're spending alongside Ethan Gardner, bringing this match coverage this afternoon, this morning, this evening, depending where you are tuned in from. We know Tom is tuned in from Hereford, so very good evening to you, Tom. Let us know what you're doing while you're listening to this, Tom, if you can. You can let us know in the chat to what you're doing, where you are. God knows where you are in the world, but what you're doing right now while you're listening to us. If you've got the game on and want to listen to this commentary up, you can do so as well. As we head into the 40-minute mark in 3, 2, 1. Now into the 40th minute mark The ball was through to the goalkeeper for a goal kick as McCrory coming down the end of it. However, on that far side when he was coming in towards the penalty area. David Moyes looking down, looking dejected. Having to shout, looking very, very angry as he shouts instructions out to his teammates there. Here come West Ham United. Going forward with Bristol City. Got the ball back. It's still foul. Down the line it goes from Sufal into Maxwell Cornet. And Cornet can spread it across. Now here's Zuma. Up towards Arthur on the left hand side. Spreads it to the left. And Creswell cuts in field. Still going Creswell. Now wide is Ben Rama. Ward Prowse. Here is Soichek. We'll move this from West Ham if we can. Any with a goal here, I think it's what West Ham have deserved towards in the back 5 or so minutes going into the game of Bristol City still edging the terms of clear-cut chances so far. It means Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. Interested to see how this goes. Again, a lot of question marks going into this game now with an injured start and how well he would fare in this game. And he has started. We'll see how Ethan thinks he's fared very shortly as well. But here comes West Ham to get back in defensive shape as Bristol City will attack over on that far side. Can they get the ball in towards the penalty area? No, they can't. Have to go back to Zacamano. Chips it down the line looking for the run of Mehmeti, who goes harmlessly through to the goalkeeper. There, Lucas Fabianski, and Fabianski can't get there. He can instead of the substitute there as Bristol City just forcing West Ham into making mistakes and making him go long. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United nearly on the commentary. We're spending alongside Ethan Gardner to bring you this game today. Remains 1-0 to Bristol City as we see this game unfold. Good bit of movement. This from Bristol City to keep hold of possession and they'll give the ball away, which is sometimes very easy to do. Here is James, can come forward, back he goes from Conway into Dickey. Now James into Viner. We'll play this from Bristol City as here comes Dickey. Can he get the ball forward? He can't. And now here is Williams who spreads the ball out well. Can he fetch his ball forward? Williams does well. Can he get the ball forward? No, he can't. It goes back. It goes to Jack Van and now Rob Dickey. Rob Dickey formerly of QPR. There's a good spell of QPR as well. Looked really, really good. And I think Bristol City's defensive shape so far has worked a treat here against this West Ham side who are looking to cause them a few problems of their own. And thank you to those who are tuned in up and down the country or around the world. Alternative off-tube remote commentary of the FA Cup third round replay between Bristol City and West Ham United. Russ Vernon alongside Ethan Gardner, your match commentary team this evening. Don't forget, tomorrow evening from around about 7:35, join Paul James in the presenter's chair, Luke Turton in the commentary chair, and me in the co-commentary chair for Blackpool against Nottingham Forest to find out which one of these sides will playing tonight, West Ham, Bristol City or West Ham, will face in the FA Cup fourth round. As West Ham must need a throw-in, which will be taken by McCrory, who will look to launch it in towards the penalty area. It remains 1-0 as is cleared away for the throw-in to West Ham United now. Aaron Creswell will leave it and give it to Emerson to take, and he will look for the ball forward as we get ready to see from our fourth official, Mr. Stephen Martin, how many minutes of stoppage time will he add on, because there's not been that many minutes of stoppages in this moment in time. So probably have to go now one added minute as his ball is played forward, but Max O'Leary can claim for Bristol City as West Ham just hitting up, ball forward, looking for the run of Danny Ings through the middle there, and it remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. And Bristol City can try and move forward as this is a good bit of play from Hickman. Third on Hickman doing well. And Bristol City can come forward, booking the possession now. It's whipped in towards the penalty. Let's go up! And it's just away in the end, behind for a corner. And Bristol City knocking on the door for their second in this game. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0 here in the FA Cup, as Bristol City will try and get the ball into towards the back post there. And remains 1-0 Bristol City. We'll have a corner now over that far side. And it's going to be taken by McCrory in towards the penalty edge. Go up. It breaks to the edge of the penalty for James. And James is striking on goal. The counter goes across to Hugo. And Hugo gets the counter in towards Tabitha. Hugo. Shot coming in there fantastically well there from Gordon Hickman. And Mametti was also around there, but that's good. A good effort from Bristol City. Ethan has been to 1 minute of stoppage time, and they've forced the corner just before half time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time to put on the pressure just before half-time. If they double their lead now, that's got to be a killer blow to West Ham, and they are working some chances. They'll take a lot of positivity from this.
This is a corner, comes in, let's go! And it's straight down the throat of Lucas Fabianski, who can clear the ball long as the half-time whistle goes. But that was a chance for McCrory just on the stroke of half-time to give Bristol City the 2-0 advantage. But at the break here in the FA Cup third round tie, Bristol City lead by a goal to 0. And Ethan, let's just have your overall thoughts on that first half performance and what you want to see more from West Ham in the second half.
Well, I think for West Ham, it's got to be more of the same possession-wise. They've just got to start taking more of their chances. I mean, the one positive they will definitely be able to take is that at this point in the last meeting between these two sides, they'd already had Lucas Paquetá and Mavropanos off injured, so they can cope with a full 11 in the second half. They've not got many experienced substitutes to call from, though, so if they do anything, it's going to have to be pretty early on. Meanwhile, Bristol, I mean, they'll be really happy. They put some pressure on late in the half there, but scored early. They've established themselves defensively, and they're holding a very solid lead against a strong Premier League team here. Bristol looking good to get through to the fourth round of the FA Cup, you have to say.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Ethan, just as before we leave this, one of the scores in the FA Cup. Wolverhampton 1, just 1, Brentford 1, second half underway there. First half stoppage time, it is now half time, should I say. It's Birmingham City 0, Hull City 1. Bolton 1, just 1. Luton Town is in first half stoppage time, Bristol City 1, West Ham 0. You can hear Eastleigh 0, Newport 1. At half time as well. In the African Cup of Nations, they finished Burkina Faso 1, Tuana 0. Tunisia 0, Namibia 1, and Mali 0, South Africa 0. In the Asian Cup, Thailand beat Kyrgyz Republic by 2 goals, while Saudi Arabia beat Oman by 2 goals. And in League 1 is Barnsley 0, Carlisle United 1, and in the Italian Serie A, Juventus 2, Sassuolo 0. Only one game going on in the National League tonight, and that's Chesterfield 1, Altrincham 1 at half time. 2 games in the Copa del Rey. Tafe 1, Sevilla 3, Athletic Club 1, Alaves 0. And latest scores, Tenerife Mallorca is at 9 p.m. this evening. We'll give you a bang up there with all the other scores when we return at the start of the second half. Is Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. Welcome back to the second half between Bristol City and West Ham United. Second half action is coming up shortly in the game. We're well waiting as West Ham are out on the field. The players waiting for Bristol City to come out. Speaking of West Ham, some of their former players, Robert Snodgrass, is announced this evening, that he is hung up his boots and officially retired. According today, says after 20 years of playing professional football, I've officially retired and decided to call it today and hang up the boots. The little lad from East End of Glasgow got to live his childhood dream for 20 years. Played 10 great clubs, meeting amazing people, building relationships with staff, people around those clubs, getting to represent my country, playing over 600 games, scoring over 100 goals and 100 assists is something I would have never imagined doing. And getting told in 2014 I might never play football again after career-ending knee injury. And then to come back and play over 250 plus games is something I'm grateful for. It says, big thanks to my family and friends and my agents at SMI World for supporting me and being there. I wouldn't have played for so long if I didn't have the support of you all. Thank you to my teammates, coaches, and lastly, a huge thank you to the supporters who drove me forward and supported me through the good and bad times. Always tried to play for the badge and what it meant to the fans and history of traditions of your clubs. Also, knowing the money you paid to come and watch, the least you deserve was a minimum of hard work, and I hope I showed you that. I will miss this beautiful game after the last 6 months, time to give my knowledge and help to the next generation. Robert Snodgrass has hung up his boots as the second half in the feature game between Bristol City and West Ham is off and underway for the second half. And Robert Snodgrass, I'll just read you the statement here. He's got 637 appearances, 118 goals, 104 assists. Says big thank you to my teammates, coaches, and supporters for the last 20 years. Most importantly, to my family and friends, my agents, SMI World. I couldn't have achieved any of this without you all. So Robert Snodgrass hangs up his boots. We're into the second half of Bristol City against West Ham United. We're running through the two sides again. For Bristol City's Max O'Leary in goal, Tanner Banner and Dickie Foster back. It's McCrory, Williams, James the captain and Pring in midfield. And Gunn, Hickman, Conway the scorer, and Mehmeti in attack. West Ham is a 3-4-3 formation for them as well. It's Lucas Fabianski in goal. No changes to either side. Panos Zuma, the captain, as well across the back three. It's Sunfal, Stoichek, Mo Prowse, and Emerson in midfield with Ben Rama, Ings, and Corney in attack. As Fabianski just watching on us, Bristol City nearly throwing in this second half, a long throw down the line and headed away, ball lumped forward, playing away there, heads go up, and he brings the ball forward. Which was Conway's penalty, brings it down on his chest. Against Zuma, but Conway as well. The West Ham player down, holding his head here. I'm trying to see who it is. I'm just looking, it's James Ward-Prowse was going down holding his head here. And Ward-Prowse is down, but waiting to see what happened here. We didn't know, see kind of clash of heads forming to the side of the head from McCrory was looking at the ball, both players looking at the ball, genuine attempt to go for the ball, just caught him as he jumped up. There for me, no free kick, no malice in that. But if Ethan, so the second half, what do you reckon the two managers would have said to the sides at half time? And who do you think would have wanted a reaction more in the start of the second half?
Well, I reckon David Moyes will want more of a reaction, although it's hard really to be mad at the team that he's put out because they have created chances and dominated possession. They just need to start putting them away, and I think that will have been his message. For Liam Manning, probably more of the same, really, because Bristol started and ended the first half really well as play gets back underway there from the drop ball. Both teams probably looking for more of the same, really, in the second half. West Ham just needs to start tucking their chances away.
Yes, it is Ward-Prowse who can clear the ball away for West Ham, and there's a good bit of defensive play from Pring to get the ball back. into the centre circle and over halfway down a through ball looking for one of Gordon Hickman, and he drops it all the way back. And it's gone all the way back to Fabianski, who's been closed down brilliantly by Gordon Hickman, and Bristol City slightly second half level. Been a couple of early goals in the second half of matches in the FA Cup, which we'll tell you about in a moment. There's a bad challenge, and Ben Roma's just slashed out while he was on the floor to a Bristol City player. This is what the Bristol City player was, but it's been a lash out there by Ben Rama. And Ben Rama really should be, in my opinion, sent off for that. We've got the thoughts of Ethan very shortly on that incident. But for me, while the West Ham plays down Ben Rama, he lashes out at, I think it's Tanner. Yes, it is Tanner. While he's down there, is it Tanner? Yeah, no, it's Williams. Lashes out to Williams there, when he's already on the floor, and the Bristol City players rallying. We're happy with that. Emerson with the challenge on Tanner Nutch. Very angry with that not being given. But then this one on Williams, here by Ben Rama, he's won the ball, and that's a definite kick out there by Ben Rama. And Ben Rama there for me should be sent off even.
Oh, for sure. That's a red card, especially in the modern rules of the game. And Ben Rama there, shameful bit of play acting really to play off that he's hurt as well from the tackle. I mean, that is just, it's poor. That should definitely be a red card. And David Moyes is not going to be a happy bunny, because that means West Ham even more under pressure now. They'll be, well, you'd think they'll be down to 10 men. But of course, this is a championship ground. There's no VAR, and that's going to come down to what the referee and the assistant referees have seen, isn't it, Russ?
It is, Ethan. Yes, absolutely, my friend. And while we're just waiting for the incident to get back underway, you can see there's been a yellow card issued. I think that might be to Williams, whose initial challenge on Ben Rama. As Ben Rama going, red card's coming out now, and Ben Rama is being sent off. Ben Rama is sent off, Ethan. That we mentioned. It was a red card for Beckside, Ben Rama. West Ham thought they'd be just making a substitution here for Ben Rama, who had to go off for a red card offence, lashing out like he did. Deserved red card, and West Ham now a goal behind and a man down as well. I said Ben Rama last only 5 minutes into the second half and goes off into for an early bath at the start of this second half. And just before we get back in Ethan's decision and whether that was the correct call, which I think he'll agree was the correct call, the early goals in the second half is Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Brentford 2. Now Neil Morpie, the goal scorer there for Brentford. And Eastleigh 1, Newport 1. Paul McCallum with the goal there for Eastleigh. Joe Williams is a player who has been shown the yellow card for Bristol City's original challenge on side Ben Rama was the reason for his yellow card. But Ben Rama, a very silly man there, Ethan.
Oh, absolutely. Very, very silly decision from him. He's completely lost his head. There's no place for that in the game. And maybe it's frustration that he's not with Algeria at AFCON, but I'm not sure. But yeah, there's no place for that in the game. It's a deserved red card, and it's really put his teammates under pressure now. They're a goal down, they're a man down, and they're well on their way to an upset, well, on the wrong end of an upset here from Bristol City. It's just an absolutely stupid decision from Side Ben Rama there.
Yes, and Bristol City have won a free kick, fouled by Creswell on, I think that was on, yeah, it was on Tanner. And then Emerson tried squaring up to him, and the referee finding there to step in there to defuse the situation as the ball is played forward. Ben Rama can have no complaints about that red card as the ball is played forward. Gone in and towards the penalty taking again, and the can't. And that shot is blocked by Clewis, is blocked by Gordon Inman. Which goes well, trying to get the ball away, and remains West Ham, trail by a goal to nil in a definite red card offence. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary, we also live on commentary up 2 JB Sports, Storm FM, focused on football, and my personal Twitch channel, Russ P. _92 is the place to be if you want to listen to this game tonight. We'll have another FA Cup game tomorrow evening, which we'll tell you about shortly. In the FA Cup as well, more FA Cup action on the channel coming up, and very good solid debut so far from Ethan Gardner on his co-commentary debut. Great addition to the channel, and welcome on board for Ethan to the commentary now as he's part of the coming troubles, the ball's in towards the penalty area for West Ham to try and get on the front foot. But the ball pass from Viner's put his side under pressure. He didn't really need to do that there, did that Viner, the former Rotherham United loanee. He's out of play now, and Bristol City win a throw in. Foul, or is he going to free kick there? Is he going to foul or is he throw in? Let's have a look at which one is he going to do against Sufal. He's going to, I think he's going to foul there, because it would have been a throw in to Bristol, to West Ham otherwise. Free kick was taken quickly. Now Tanner can come forward. He can get up towards halfway. Thank God him has to go back to Zach Viner. And Viner, when he was at Rotherham, was a right back, but these days for Bristol City is more of a centre back by trade these days, but can play right back as well. Now Viner, he's playing in the middle of the back three today with Tanner on the right and Dickey on the left. Dickey, when he was at QPR, played as the Oxford, played as the main defending the back three, and now he's playing over on the left of the back three for Bristol City for Liam Manning. She's got better options looking playing the centre of the back three of Bristol City for Liam Manning now than what they were at his other two previous clubs. No offence to those, but the Bristol City squad is a lot bigger than the other two squads. I noticed that when I was doing my research ahead of this game today. I did the research yesterday, looking at the research, just loaded up again earlier today, looking, and quite a big squad from Bristol City, including two players without a number. One, Scott Twine, who signed on from Burnley after winning the first half of the season at Hull City. Bristol City will look to get this ball forward. Here's Dickey. Can he get the ball forward for Bristol City to James? And James will now play the ball out wide. It goes. This is good play from Bristol City just to keep hold of possession. Viner across this right hand side, and Tannen midway inside. Bristol City off, and now he moves into the West Ham off, and here they come forward. Williams is brought down there by Thomas Soychuk, who really should be going into the ball there. The way he pulled him down, and then after he pulled him down, he pushed away one of the Bristol City players there, and Joe Williams, he was the one who got Ben Rama sent off, and almost getting James Ward-Prowse, Thomas Soychuk booked there for that challenge, but the referee let the West Ham man off. James Ward-Prowse was also in that around that challenge when that happened. Here they come now, Bristol City down the line. He goes Conway with the ball across, and he goes all the way across. He went behind for a goal kick before he came back in. 56 minutes gone here. Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. Question for you then, Ethan, if with West Ham now down to 10 men, what will David Moyes need to do now to help his side get back into this game and cause a few problems? They've got a few youngsters on the bench, well, quite a lot of youngsters. Caelan Casey, David Mumamba, Callum Marshall, Oliver Scholes, they're the youngsters, along with the goalkeeper Jose Fernang and Ben Johnson, the other youngster. Only real two with experience is Bonner and Mubamba. Johnson a little bit of experience, but not that much as Conway is just flagged offside there. But what David Moyes need to do to get his side back into this game especially after that red card now?
Well, first things first, I think he just needs to tell them to calm down. West Ham losing their heads here. I mean, they're down to 10 men. The last thing they want is another sending off. And then you think, looking at that bench, potentially the experience of Ogbonna coming on might help settle the team. But also up front, I mean, you've got to get the team firing. The time is running out. Ings clearly not quite working. And Dylan Mubama, I mean, he's young, but he has got now Premier League experience. He played in the opening meeting between these two sides a couple of weeks ago. So maybe it's worth bringing him on and giving him a go for the rest of this second half.
Yes, interesting to see if they do fetch on. Bristol City have got more experienced players in their ranks. On the bench, Andy King, formerly of Leicester City, part of the Leicester City title-winning squad. Matty James, who starts today, was also a part of that, but he spent that entire season out injured with an ACL injury, which wasn't a good thing for him to do, as Bristol City lead here by a 1-0. So they've got some really experience in their squad. Naki Wells been around the blocks a bit, played for QPR, Huddersfield Town amongst others. Good striker, Sam Bell, a young up-and-coming winger, good pedigree about him. Can come on and cause a few problems for opposition team. Well, that's a good defensive header away by Zach Van as West Ham tried to come away down the right hand side with a crossing towards the penalty area there from Vladimir Soufal looking for Danny Ings, but Soufal's bowling was watched all the way by Zach Van, managed to just direct his header over the bar and behind for the corner kick to West Ham, which Soufal will look to take. Well, we'll be leaving it to James Ward-Prowse this time. Ward-Prowse right out arm aloft in towards the penalty. Soychuk flicks it on. It comes for Vladimir Soufal. Back to James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse delivers a low crossing. This time is an up and under clearance. A bit of snow on that as the ball came down from the night sky here in Bristol as the heads go up and clear away. Some parts of the UK and Ireland have seen some snow up and down the country today. None reported in Bristol though. That was just the same when the ball was blown up in there. That's the same. Normally say he's got snow coming down from it. When he's an eye loopy ball and don't know when it's coming, don't know how far it's going up and when it's coming back down again. The Bristol City lead by a goal to against West Ham United. Zach Varner plays the ball to Rob Dickey. The goal scorer for Bristol City is the number 15, Tommy Conway, who's looked to cause a few problems for Bristol City, for West Ham in this second half so far. And in the game as well, as Bristol City will try to come away on the far side. And here's James, wonderful ball in behind towards Pring. Pring, can he get there? He can. Gets the ball in, it's the post. Comes out to Rob Prowse again there with the ball. They've gone behind for a goal kick to West Ham United. But Bristol City about to make a double substitution. And these two of the men I mentioned, Sam Bell, the youngster, is coming on. And also coming on is Naki Wells. Two good substitutes. So, to fetch on for Bristol City. Interested to see who's gone off there. Sam Bell is on. Naki Wells has come on for Conway, who's just in this goal again. And Conway, it was a well taken goal from a very tight angle after a mistake by West Ham United. Allowed Tommy Conway in. He's played well today. On comes Naki Wells in his place. And I'm just trying to work out who it was who went off for Sam Bell. I didn't see the number. We can confirm that it is McCrory who's gone off for Bell. Number 2, the right wing back, who's gone off for Sam Bell. And Bell's over on this right side. Conway, the goal scorer, just clapping his fans and putting a thumb up as he walks past. He fans towards the bench as he had to go off behind the goal nearest point to go off as Bell, with his first touch, heads the ball forward, looking for Naki Wells' first touch. His first touch is by pushing, clears Zuma to the ground, and he's cleared away. And then Zuma cleared away, but it's a free kick to West Ham United, fouled by Naki Wells on Zuma, as here comes James Ward-Prowse on across now to Maverick Panos, and Soufal is now 2-2 between Wolves and Brentford in their game. Nathan Fraser on 32 minutes, and Eastleigh have fell behind against Newport County's Newport 2. Eastleigh 1, Newport 2, should I say, with James Clark on 60 minutes. In League 1, Barnsley 1, Carlisle United 1, Devante Cole with the equaliser for the Tykes. But Oakwell, 58 minutes gone there. They kicked off just a few minutes after us. It was the same kick-off time as the quarter, but the second half kicked off just 3 minutes after us. The Bristol City lead by a goal to nil against West Ham United. The 10 men of West Ham United, who had Cy Ben Roma sent off for a stupidity challenges. Here comes Sam Bell, and a wonderful run from Sam Bell. Plays into Mehmeti. Mehmeti's still going. How wide he goes to Pring. And Pring get the ball in, he can't. Ball comes back to the edge of the penalty and a shot just wide. In the end there from Bristol City. There's a decent effort in the end there from Williams. That was unlucky there as Bristol City almost made it 2-0 there. As we see a goal in the game between Bolton and Luton, and it's Bolton 1, Luton Town 2. Goal scorer for Luton Town to turn it around from a Fulham United man. Chia does it. Ogbenny with the goal there. And we see a clash between Creswell and Gordon Hickman, and got him and rubbed over Creswell by the neck. So he could try and go off him, and the official was looking at that, which was Stephen Martin. And after there, a few minutes ago from Joe Williams, Ethan wasn't that far away, was it really?
No, it was only a whisker away, and Bristol, getting more and more chances like that as the game goes on. They're growing into it. They've got the man advantage. It was a wicked effort from Joe Williams actually, and Bristol, they can take comfort in knowing that they're getting more and more opportunities like that. I think they'll hopefully get some more and look to progress through in this game. That they've got a very strong position on West Ham, who are just not really living up to the hype that they had before the game. It could be another disappointing early exit in the FA Cup for the Hammers.
Yes, and Taylor Gordon Hickman and Aaron Creswell both booked there for their port in that fracas a few moments ago, as the ball from Soufal is launched in towards the penalty area. Dickey exits Willis was into the box for Emerson to strike. Takes the deflection behind for a corner. Ward-Prowse supposed to take it. Good pressure is from West Ham. And is this the chance now where the Hammers hammer home the equaliser and gets it in a response for them to start hammering home their Premier League quality? Or will the man advantage of Bristol City hold on in the championship hold on here as the corner's whipped in, headed away, and there's a poor corner in from Ward-Prowse, so gets the ball back. Goes down there for Soufal, can get the ball in, can he? Yes. Cleared away by Bell. Good clearance this by Bell. Now here is Creswell. Creswell delivers a caught ball in towards the penalty. Head scope from Panos. Sojcek is in there. Breaks for the box for Zuma, whose effort goes into the West Ham fans behind the goal there. And Kurt Zuma, the centre-back, can't keep his effort down. And West Ham United very unlucky not to take the opportunity there as they're about to make a substitution. Ben Johnson, who's been linked with low moves away, is about to come off for Vladimir Soufal. Soufal has done a fantastic job of right back today, but a bit of extra experience needed at the back there for West Ham, and he's got some experience and a good youngster as well. And the goal kick has been taken by Dickey to O'Leary. O'Leary gets it back to Dickey, and it remains 1-0 Bristol City as they can come for Mehmeti. When it's a run from Mehmeti towards Naki Wells, who can't get on the end of that ball there. And West Ham can launch it long. Danny Ings under control, does well. Keeps the ball moving for West Ham as they can get the ball forward. Maxwell Corney, wonderful cross, and ends up. Oh, wonderful save by the goalkeeper there, O'Leary, to deny Thomas Sojcek, who you really know much about that. It was a fantastic ball in. Brilliant bit of play. Corney looked up, Sam onside, whipped the ball in, comes off his knee, I think, from Thomas Sojcek. Let's have a look at this. This off his knee, and a fantastic save from O'Leary to keep it to 1-0 to Bristol City there, Ethan.
Yeah, it's an absolutely incredible save. Great reactions from the Bristol keeper to keep his side in the game. He's going to be crucial. And Souček, I'm just waiting for the corner to be taken, sorry. Disappointed and cleared away. Corner
punched, clear by O'Leary there. Back to your point. Within his West Ham Everton half with Ben Johnson, who's just substitute.
Yes, as I was saying, though, the Bristol keeper is going to be very important in the second half. And Souček, would you have said to him that was one of the best improvised finishes of the season if that had gone in? Maybe, but unfortunately for him, it hasn't. Bristol living dangerously now.
Yes, Creswell to take this going for West Ham into Ward-Prowse, back to Creswell again. And Bristol City just defend well. Here's Bell, does well, just the youngster. And Williams back to O'Leary, who can clear long downfield, looking for Gordon Hickman. Zuma's there first. Williams on his chest, brings it down. But Sojcek gets the ball back for West Ham as they will try and come forward. Here's Creswell. West Ham are trying to get themselves back into this game, back into an equalising position, trying to stir their Premier League dominance on this game against Bristol City of the Championship. But the Championship not letting not letting West Ham hammer them tonight, following the puns there. The Hammers, Bristol City just get the ball back with Pring. Good play from Pring, and he just takes it away as a throw-in, which will be taken by Johnson. In line with the penalty on the right hand side, takes it quickly to corner. Back to Johnson as a cross comes in looking for Ings at the far post. He's cleared away, is it by Bell? Yes, and he does well there, does Bell. Clears in the full length of the pitch. And no Bristol City player will chase that down as we get ready for Bristol City to do some more defending as West Ham have the ball back in just a few moments' time. And Ethan, if you can just be thinking right now who's going to be your player of the match, and we'll get your player of the match very, very shortly on the 12, with about 5 minutes to go. We'll ask who you've chosen, and I'll get ready to I'll ask you that in the private chat, and we'll get you to announce it just on the 90-minute mark, as here is Johnson, so you've got a bit of time to be thinking before you send it to us. Here is Bristol City with some defending to do as well. Klaus has the ball for West Ham. Here's Creswell now. Good bit of play, and here is Emerson. Good movement from him. And then Maverick Panos sends it over to looking for corner, cleared away by the head of Dickey. Ings challenges with Williams, and he's Emerson who strikes the goal and just wide. They think he took the deflection of the Hammers. The referee says he didn't. It's behind the goal kick, and we'll just look at this again. I'll just want to take another look at this. No, it doesn't take a deflection. It's the goal kick, which is the correct outcome, and the referee got that one spot on. Final 20 minutes of this game, plus stoppage time for West Ham to get back into this game, or for Bristol City to hold on to that first half strike from Tommy Conway, as it's Taylor Gordon Hickman with a brilliant ball through. And Naki Wells is onside. Naki Wells to make it 2 with a fantastic save from Bahianski. And West Ham United almost punished there for poor defensive play, and Bristol City lead by a goal to 0 still. And what a chance there, Ethan.
Yes, some great sights of goal at both ends, and that is a gilt-edged opportunity for Nike Wells. I mean, you'll wonder if Bristol will come to regret that later on in the game. It is a slightly difficult angle against the goalkeeper of Fabianski's quality, but really, when you get in behind West Ham's defence like Wells did there, you should be tucking those chances away. We'll see if they can do anything from the resulting corner here.
Yes, corner taken quickly. Ball whipped in. It's appealed to Swan. Ball inside the penalty area up against Maxwell Corner. Metti's cross came in. Nothing given by the referee down in England is this. Ball is cleared up towards halfway, but Bristol City have the ball back, and they can come forward now. Bristol City lead by a goal to 0. Conway's goal in the opening 3 minutes of the game, the difference between the two sides. Here they come again now. Here is Tanner. Good way from him into Williams, and Williams will look to get the ball forward. Gordon Hickman. He's got Bell outside of him for us to use it. He goes towards Naki Wells. He can't fetch it under his spell, and now Soicek can fetch this ball away. Soicek looking to get this ball forward. What can he do here now as West Ham will try and defend, and they can't do anything about that, and he goes through to the goalkeeper. There in West Ham will have to try and build another attack when they can get the ball. There's a substitute getting ready to come on for Bristol City. I can tell you that is Harry Cornick. Another forward is about to come on as Birmingham City have levelled against Hull City. Jay Stansfield with the ball there on 66 minutes. It's the ball from Metti's cross is blocked down for a corner from Ben Johnson, and this is good defensive play there by Bristol City to get back into this game. And a fantastic bit of run. Ball comes back to the edge of the box. He's a shot blocked. Will he go for a corner? He will. Good play that. Matty James's effort was blocked, and then good shepherding out of play there by Taylor Gordon Hickman. Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0 is the scoreline here. Gordon Hickman tear this corner kick. Bristol City goes into us. Penalty edge scope and is cleared away as Dickey almost going into it. It comes to the edge of the penalty. Striker goal is blocked. That's a good ball out wide from Matty James, the captain. Can they get a strike in the goal here, Bristol City? the card, Mehmeti, into the penalty area on the left-hand side into Naki Wells. On turn on the ball, bring Elsie back out wide. Cross whips in, edge clear. Ings is there to fetch it away for West Ham as he know. Pringle's shot is blocked. Comes for Sam Bell. Ran inside the penalty area into the box now. Ruben Sam Bell holds the ball across and an easy catch. And Fabianski can try and launch a quick counter attack there. Really no. Will take a bit of time, and West Ham have had to slow it right down. And Bristol City trying to pull this game to bed now. We can't seem to do it at this moment in time. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary, Russ Vernon alongside Ethan Gardner for your match coverage this afternoon. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham 0. Bristol City making a double substitution here. Jason Knight for Taylor Gordon Hickman, it looks like, is one of the changes. And Taylor Gordon Hickman become a permanent Bristol City player earlier this week. The move for him and all parties wasn't getting much game time at Bristol. West Brom when he was there, came out on loan, he enjoyed it. Signed on the permanent as he's replaced by Jason Knight, signed by Derby. Then Mehmeti is the other player going off to be replaced by Harry Cornick. So there's two substitutions for Bristol City. As the substitution is made, so West Ham will have to can get back underway with the goalkeeper for Bristol City. It's up towards the substitute Knight, who is Knight now in possession under the night light of Ashton Gate, and he finds Naki Wells, and that's a wonderful turn from Naki Wells. Can't pick out Cornick. It comes for Jason Knight again. Can Knight pick out Cornick? No, but that can go but straight into the arms of Lucas Fabianski. Tonight. Then Ethan, double substitution there. Taylor Gordon Hickman, one of those coming off. What have you made Gordon Hickman's performance tonight? And are you surprised that he's been taken off by the manager, main man in this evening?
Well, I'm not entirely surprised, because you might reckon that the tiredness might get to him, but it's been a very good all-round performance from the central midfielder. You can see why Bristol have just snapped him up permanently from West Brom. It's been all action. He's good in attack, good in defence. I think it's about time he was given a rest, to be honest with you, with about 15 minutes just under that left to play, and Bristol will hope now that without him they can hold on to this result.
Yes, they'll be looking to hold on to this result indeed, as the long ball is played forward. What can they do with possession? Edge scoping is cleared away. It's out for a throw-in to West Ham United. Thomas Soychek to take. What can Soychek do here with the ball that goes backwards? And here they come now, as here comes Naki Wells, but a foul throw, it looks like. Yes, it is a foul throw. The foot of Thomas Soychek was up into the air as he took that throw in. Both feet need to be firmly planted on the field, and the throws are taken. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United. They're just trying to score towards 16 minutes on the clock. You're listening to me on alternative commentary. This is the commentary of Russ Vernon alongside Ethan Gardner for your match commentary this evening, as the ball is whipped in towards the Ings of the back post. Ings will challenge the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper gets a free kick for it, fouled by Danny Ings, who's sarcastically saying well done to Darren England there, saying brilliantly well done. And just see this here, Danny Ings just nudges the goalkeeper out of the way, and then Bristol City managed to clear, but the free kick was given for that nudge on by Danny Ings, and Max O'Leary will tear this free kick, and Bristol players tell him to hurry up as they always flick Tony down and play for a throw-in, which will be taken by the number 3 Creswell, who will look to get this ball forward. He throws it back to Kerr Zuma. And now Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse finds Mavropanos, and we can get the ball forward here. Is corner, back it goes to Johnson, who can't keep the ball in play over there. Bristol City taking the throwing quickly. Two substitutions for West Ham about to come on. Looks like there's going to be a debut for Callum Marshall, where number 50. And Divin Remember is about to come on as well. And there's Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. If you're just trying to hear another alternative commentary, the commentary of Russell have Rush JB Sports, Storm FM, commentary of 2, Focus on Football on my personal Twitch channel as well, which is Russ P. Venom's scored 92. That's not how old I am, by the way. That's the year I was born. It's easily trailed Newport County by 3-1. It looks like Newport will play Manchester United in the next round. Will Evans will score there for Newport County in the FA Cup. Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. Bristol City can go on the other with Sam Bell. Goes the ball across, and Naki Wells just fires it just wider than the near post. Decent effort from Bristol City. But unlucky there in the end, and Naki Wells were unable to turn it home there, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's another great chance. He had one just now when he got in behind the West Ham defence, and this one, another great chance for him to be taken. And you've got to wonder if they will end up regretting not taking these chances. A great play down the right-hand side and a great low ball into the box from Sam Bell. It is a difficult one, in fairness, for Naki Wells, but you've got to be taking these chances against West Ham, especially with just about 10 minutes to go and only one goal up.
Yes, and double substitution for West Ham sees Aaron Creswell being replaced by Callum Marshall, and Danny Ings is replaced by Divin Mumamba. Urgently 2 West Ham changes into the final 10 minutes of this game. West Ham trail by a goal to 0 against Bristol City. Danny Ings having a word with somebody there. I'm not sure who or what that was about, as he was making his way to his seat in the dugout. Here is Cornet. Good ball from Maxwell Cornet. Bristol City almost getting caught out, but that's good defensive play there from George Tanner to get the ball back. Tanner can he look for possession. It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. You're just trying to see on the commentary of the other alternative commentary was been alongside Ethan Garner. Ethan Garner making his commentary debut tonight, live commentary debut. Very good to have him on board, and very good to have him as part of our commentary team as one of the co-commentators for the channel at the moment. Hopefully progressing to full commentary later on, but good debut so far on co-coms and a good solid performance from Ethan. A bit like the Bristol City defence tonight. Hopefully that's not a curse on the Bristol City defence now, as Cornick can't go and end of that ball forward, as he looks to cause a few problems. Just a reminder, coming up tomorrow on the commentary of Blackpool against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup third round replay. Join Paul James in the presenter's chair, Luke Turton on commentary with myself, Russ Winning alongside him. Make sure you join us for that one tomorrow as Naki Wells comes in towards the substitute number 12, which was Jason Knight. Now can he get the ball forward? It remains Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0, and Bristol City almost in there. And that was a fantastic ball towards Jason Knight. A good defensive play from Kerr Zuma to get across there in the end. And I can tell you the game between Wolves and Brentford has gone to extra time. It's finished 2-2 there. Extra time is needed between Wolves and Brentford to see who gets through in the FA Cup to play West Bromwich Albion. A friend of mine, Kieran Riley, says extra time, the Molyneux 2-2 after 90 minutes. And he's a Wolves fan, he's our good man, Kieran. And Kieran has said, I can't take much more of this. That's just some live updates there from the Wolves game. We'll keep you updated on that one. We're Kieran Paul, one of our other commentators, who will be presenting tomorrow night. He said to Kieran, "Hope you're enjoying the game." He says, and Kieran's response was, "I'm very cold and a lot surprised this cold out there this evening." Is Emerson for West Ham in our featured match. Free kick given. Foul on Emerson. And West Ham have a good free kick in a good position after a fantastic run from Emerson to try and get the ball in towards the box. And then Ward-Prowse will be standing over this and is in a good crossing position to cross to either the far right or far left of the box. I'd be surprised if he goes for goal from here. And if Ward-Prowse will go for goal, if he does, I would have to say from this sort of angle, it'd have to be ambitious, also brilliant. Instead, he goes to deliver a crossing towards the penalty area. It's cleared away. And as far as Johnson can go from the right back, and Naki Wells steps in and puts down for a throw, which will be taken quickly, will it? By Johnson into Ward-Prowse, back to Johnson. Johnson with the crossing. The man was in there, is put behind. The corner by Williams. And West Ham United knocking on the door now, Ethan. Just can't get that final ball in.
No, and it's the same old story really for West Ham of all game. They can't quite get that final bit of composure needed to take the ball into the net. But of course, one goal here could take this to extra time, and they've got plenty of time in their eyes to do that. There will be added time, of course, for that red card too, as the corner about to come in.
This corner in towards the penalty area, cleared away on round about the penalty spot by Bristol City. And they will try and get the game away from their goal and keep the ball away from their goal. Bristol City keep the game at 1-0 to the Aussies. Maxwell Cornet will play from Maxwell Cornet to remember. I like towards Marshall. Can Marshall keep the ball in? He can't. He just runs out of play there, Marshall. And it will be a goal kick to Bristol City, who lead by 1-0. You're listening to the other alternative commentary, Russ Vernon and Ethan Garner with the commentary. We're on the commentary hub. We're also live across the commentary hub too, JB Sport FM. Also on our Twitch channel as well. Russ P. Vernon _92, which is my own personal one. And also we're live on YouTube on Focus on Football as well. A very good evening or morning or afternoon, depending where you are, tuned in around the world, listening from today. Russ Vernon and Ethan Garner. Near Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. If you just tune into us right now. The ball is hit forward, cleared away by the head of Zach Viners. West Ham try to come forward, and then Naki Wells tried to nip in and clear the ball away, but he can't do that. And West Ham will try and come forward. As we get ready to, in a moment, a few minutes, if you can just show me a message and let me know who you think your player of the match is going to be tonight, mate, and I'll get it put on the screen in a minute, ready for you to announce ready for me to ask you to announce it on the show. So if you just want to send me that through, I'll get it up on the screen in a second for you. We'll get it ready to put on the screen for you in a few moments. West Ham almost getting caught out of possession. Here comes Ben Johnson. What can Ben Johnson do here? Here's Ward-Prowse. He loves to have a Panos to Johnson. Johnson will look to come forward. And now the ball goes across in towards the right back area. Bristol City will have to tidy up as we're going in the player match announced shortly. It is Harry Connick up against Ben Johnson. He's forcing Johnson back as he tries to come forward. Now just Ben Johnson via Fabianski. West Ham will look to come forward. We'll announce the player of the match shortly for you, so you can hear it into the final 90 seconds or so of normal time plus any injury time left to go into it was 88 minutes on the game. Final 2 minutes of the match plus stoppages. Bristol City leading by 1-0. If you just tuned into us, where have you been all afternoon or morning or evening? Hello and welcome to join us. You can see Camping there. He's played absolutely fantastic. Different Bristol City control the game well on that left hand side, but every time Bristol City come forward down there. Here's Akmanu across into the path there of the substitute of the right back, wrestling by George Tanner. Down the line, he goes to Sam Bell. And Bell plays the ball in the field to now who else can have a strike and goal. And that's where just over the ball in the end there, and that's not far away. 90 seconds time or so. Again, the player of the match from Ethan, and our player of the match sponsor on the hub is sponsored by the brilliant commentary services. We can tell you that Barnsley have taken the lead against Carlisle United through Irby Kane, and Wolves Brentford first half of extra time is underway at Molyneux. It's Bristol City 1, West Ham United nil. If you're just tuning into us, here all the commentary was Vernon alongside Ethan Gardner for your listening pleasure this evening. There's the ball looking for a member. It's run almost through to the goalkeeper Paul Leary there as Bristol City lead by a goal to nil. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary hub, you're just to see who Ethan goes for player of the match with. I've just seen that and I can understand why we'll get his reasonings for that in a few minutes. Time when we're going to announce the player of the match. Here as we see Bristol City coming forward, Naki Wells, and Naki Wells will look to hold up possession and he goes backwards. Who gets the ball back there from Rob Dickin. Now it's with Joe Williams. Joe Williams will play it across into the path of George Tanner. After this attack, we have the player of the match from Ethan. It's 4 minutes at the time at the end of this second half as Sam Bell attacks down the right hand side. Comes to Jason Knight. Plays a neat 1-2. Bell back to Knight again as he wants to try and get the ball in. Will he? No. Knight will go back. Knight just wants to keep hold of possession. Knight wants to keep the game and place in the next round with them as the ball is launched. Ball now to play for a throw. While we wait for this throw to be taken, Ethan would like to give us your player of the match and give us the reason why your player of the match you're going to announce has been given to.
Yes, indeed. I've given the player of the match award to Taylor Gardner-Hickman of Bristol City. He's been industrious in the midfield. It was difficult. I think you could have given it to any of the midfielders or defenders, really, but he helped in attack. He was industrious in midfield, and they've looked a little bit worse off in midfield since he left. So I think it's been a very solid performance from the former West Brom man, and it's a very astute signing to bring him in this January.
Yes, Taylor Gardner-Hickman, the player of the match for Bristol City, the number 22 for Bristol City is the player of the match, also by the Brilliant Commentary Services, which is run by a good friend Barry Swain. Remember, going on the ball towards the penalty area from West Ham over on that far side. West Ham fans just clapping along there. Bristol fans clapping too. We've almost had 90 seconds of the 4 added minutes gone. We have now as David Moyes looks on, and it looks like to be a cup upset. It looks like the Hammers maybe clashing out, which would be an hammer blow to David Moyes' time at West Ham this season and going out of the FA Cup, no longer not in Europe, into the Carabao Cup. We're winning domestic silverware this season, especially with the performance by this season. Score is played forward, and what a run from Jason Knight. So I watched yesterday's performance at Derby win late on in the League One against Burton Albion after being played back from 2-0 down to make it 2-2, and then late goal from Conor Uran with that. Derby says Jason Knight drags this ball across and goes behind for a goal kick to West Ham, and Jason Knight, that's what he wanted, just to waste a bit more time as we into the final 90 seconds of the added time, as we into 90 seconds now. 90 seconds left to play or thereabouts now. Bristol City 1, West Ham United 0. Bristol City have done really well to hold on to their 1-0 advantage since the third minute. West Ham have rarely troubled much overall in this game as the ball is pumped forward. Mavropanos is there. Mavropanos can fetch his ball forward for West Ham as we see some West Ham and some See some Bristol City fans on the screens there. Noticed themselves on the screens, so I got a bit happy. And it was on the TV. They can go to school tomorrow. To all the youngsters and say to the mates at school, I was on TV last night with the football. Did you see me? And we talk about this for days. Is the with Harry Cornicles just in an offside position as we go into towards the final 30 seconds or so of the game. Every single West Ham player, outfield player this is being told by Lucas Fabianski to get forward and get inside Bristol City half. There's the head of Stoichek. Ward-Prowse flicks it on. And he's headed away. But Bristol City have got the ball. And they can come forward and they can break it if they can get this right. They can't get this right. And now West Ham, they can play this right. They should get an equaliser. With seconds left. Here they come. It's out wide with Mbamba. Mbamba dancing on the ball. Ward-Prowse. Here is Johnson. Crossing towards the penalty area. And it's claimed by Max O'Leary. Well, there it is. It's all over. The full-time whistle is gone. Bristol City are through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. And Bristol City plays the FA Cup fourth round. After a fantastic replay victory over West Ham United, they will face the winners of Nottingham Forest or Blackpool. Will play tomorrow, which is our featured game tomorrow here on the Commentary Hub. Don't forget to join us for that one from 7:35 in the evening for that one. But Bristol City will be the team who will be facing Ashton Gate either against Blackpool or Nottingham Forest. If it is Nottingham Forest, they'll be up against another Premier League outfit. And will they take another scalp? They're knocking out another Premier League outfit if Forest get through against Blackpool tomorrow. Won't count as chickens just yet for that to happen. Some more results coming through to us. But before we get some more results, I can just tell you the Newport result in is Newport are playing Manchester United. They beat Eastleigh by 3-1 this evening. Birmingham City, they're going through to the next round of the FA Cup, and Birmingham City will be playing host to Leicester City in a Midlands affair. Should they go from Mayoshi Stan be the last one to go through. We'll go through the rest of the scores in just a moment. The full-time score is in. Birmingham City 2, Hull City 1. Latest score, we'll go through some other scores for you now. Latest in the FA Cup replays is Wolves 2, Brentford 2. 98th minute gone there. Then to stoppage time of Bolton against Luton Town there, 2-1 up for the Hatters. If that stays as it is, Luton Town will be travelling to either Crystal Palace or Everton in the next round. Birmingham 2, Hull City 1 is a full-time score. And Birmingham, as I've rather mentioned, say we'll be going to Leicester City in the next round of the FA Cup. In the African Cup in Nations, it's Burkina Faso 1, Botswana 0, Tunisia 0, Namibia 1, Mali 2, South Africa 0. In the AFC Asian Cup, should I say, finished Thailand 2, Kyrgyzstan Republic 0, Saudi Arabia 2, Oman 1. In the Sky League 1, it finished Barnsley 2, Carlisle United 1. In the Italian Serie A, Juventus lead the Swallow by 3-0. That's the full-time score now. In the National League, Chesterfield beating Altrincham by 2-1. In the Spanish Copa del Rey, full-time was Getafe 1, Sevilla 3. Athletic Club 2, Alavaz 0, 83 minutes gone there. And after 41 minutes, it's Tenerife 0, Mallorca 0 in that game there. We can keep you up to date with all the other matches taking place this evening. We'll be off air very shortly in around 5 minutes' time. We'll just wait for the other results of the 7:45 kick-off between Bolton and Luton to come through. We'll unable to bring in the late full-time score from Wolves against Brentford. We'll wait for full-time in the National League. Chesterfield 2, Altrincham 1, Chesterfield have won there this evening. Barnsley have beaten Carlisle United by 2-1. That's another result that has just come into us right now. But Ethan, before we wrap up in just a few moments, once we get the full-time score from Bolton against Luton, let me just ask you for your overall thoughts on this game between Bristol City and West Ham, and how you thought the game went this evening. And would Bristol City, in your opinion, deserve winners?
I definitely think they were. I mean, to hold on against the Premier League side as a Championship team, having scored in the 3rd minute, to keep a clean sheet. I mean, yes, it helped that Ben Rama was sent off, but what defensive action that was from the midfield and defence of the Robins Bristol City. It's a great result for them, a memorable result, an upset, and they'll get a good draw in the next round. For West Ham, though, from their perspective, this is a crushing disappointment. I mean, we saw Hammers fans calling for David Moyes' head when they lost. They were demolished in the Carabao Cup 5-1 by Liverpool. I mean, there was no chance of silverware there. This is another cup they're out of. They have limited opportunities for it, and you could argue they're underachieving. Yes, he's got players out, but it's really disappointing from their perspective. But what a memorable night this is at Ashton Gate for the Robins Bristol City. A huge result. I mean, Gardner Hickman is man of the match. Any of the midfield and defence could have got it. A great goal by Conway too, and into the next round for the Robins. What a night.
Yes, what a night for the Robins indeed. They're into the final minute of injury time in the game between Bolton and Luton. It's still Bolton 1, Luton 2. Chose up this way for Bolton on 11 minutes. Tai Chong on 15. Chio Ogbene in the 58th minute for Luton Town to make them go 2-1 up. What a player Chio Ogbene is. Fantastic player. Really good friend of mine when he was at Rotherham United as well. And good to see him doing well here for Luton Town in the FA Cup and also in the Premier League. A fantastic player who's shown like I can play at the top of their game, and be interested to see if we do hold on there. Still into extra time, and Molyneux 803 minutes gone in extra time overall, and it's Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brentford 2 is still the latest score here this evening. We'll bring you the full-time score in just a second. Luton, if they can hold on to this result, they will play the winners of Crystal Palace or Everton at Goodison Park. And if it is Everton, they've already done a good job at Everton. But over Everton, the Goodison Park very well played in that game with Luton Town. And just seeing the goal again from Conway, fantastic bit of goal. Well played, well taken goal, but poor back pass, it must be said. And I can tell you the full-time whistle has gone. Bolton Wanderers 1, Luton Town 2. So Luton will play the Crystal Palace or Everton in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Thank you. My thanks to Ethan for his contribution to this game. Marley still lead by 2 goals against South Africa in the African Cup of Nations. They're in to the final 2 minutes plus stoppage time. There, it's the 104th minute in the FA Cup. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brentford 2. Extra time being played there. Will we get to win it in extra time, or will that go to penalties? We'll have to wait and see, but we'll fetch that result potentially over on our Twitter feed, which is the Commentary Live 1, is the place to go for it. Well, thank you. My thanks goes to Ethan. Excellent debut and co-commentary today. Also, my thanks also goes out to you, the listeners. Thank you very much for listening. And if it wasn't for you, keep listening to us, we wouldn't be able to put on these commentaries because there'd be no audience for us to listen to. Well, for myself, Russ Vernon, and the co-commentator Ethan Garner on his excellent debut, and from the rest of the team here at the Commentary Hub, well, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again soon here on the Commentary Hub tomorrow night, 7:35 on air, as we bring in Blackpool against Nottingham Forest for a place in round 4 at Ashton Gate. For our team here, it's good night to you all.